Are they doing okay? Maddox, Jay, Nella, good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm doing good. I got an inhaler and my lungs feel better. Still feel like I have to cough, but I hope it's less than it was yesterday. Hey, Kalani, how you guys doing? Good to see you guys. All right. So what we're gonna do is let's take a time here to get a game going on Net Forces. All right. Let's do this. Let me get this to share with you guys. Net Forces. So classic mode start. Okay, so here is the game pin. All right. Here is the link to the Kahoot. So remember, adding um, two forces going the same direction, you add two forces going in the opposite direction, you subtract, right? So that's how they do it. Good morning, George. How are you? Happy Wednesday to you guys. Happy Wednesday. Hey, thanks, Adela. Thanks, Maddox. So you guys can hop in at the last minute here. I do have a spinner going on. So we're going to be doing a random spinner here. I just have to put the names in yet. Edit. Let's do that. See if I think I pasted them already. Nope, I didn't. Oh, that's right. I got that in there first. All right, while you guys are jumping in there, let me get my names to put in here. All right, so not many people participated yesterday, so in the polls, okay. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 people. All right, so hopefully we'll get somebody here that has this. All right, so I've got 3 people participating here. Remember, we'll have another poll on Monday, so if you can get in there, Caleb or Keegan, Madison, Rainey, Savannah, if you can get in there. We got 3 people. All right, we're going to get started here. You can join a little bit later if you have trouble with this. All right, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to pause the computer here for all right. Force of the engine 800 newtons, force of the wind 60 newtons, air friction 40 newtons. So what is that going to be? So you have to add those two, wind force and air friction, subtracted from the 800 newtons. Right, the 700 newtons because you're 800 minus 100. Excellent. And the winners are Maddox, Anella, and Jay. Okay, let's do this random thing here. These are the people that worked on the poll yesterday. So giving a free assignment here. Let me get my clipboard, though. Got it behind me here with my breakfast. Woohoo, got a breakfast, too. I did not get up early enough to have breakfast. Some of you guys feel that way for sure, right? So let's see who won a free assignment. Okay, there we go. Make sure you are here today. Isabella! Is Isabella here? Hij, no. Okay, Isabella's not here. Hey, Cece, good to see you. All right, gotta remove Isabella's name. See who else. I'm sure Jay is here today. Are you here, Jay? Just have to say, yes, I won my prize. Did you win? Jay? Jay? Are you there, Jay? All right. Maybe Jay, where did Jay go? Jay Don, you are, there he is. Okay. All right, so this is a free assignment for week 8. All right, let me get this here. There you are. All right, I will take care of that today. All right, thanks so much for playing, guys. Okay, so let's just do a few. This is the last bunch of slides for this week's test. You will notice that there is, if you're having trouble, let me show you this. If you're having trouble with net forces and want some more practice, there's a net force Blooket homework assignment in the modules on for Wednesday. All right, so Wednesday has about 20 questions you can practice with. You just have to tell me that you're done. You get up to 5 points. So make sure you practice enough so you get a good score, right? Because I look up the score and give you proportional to that. So if you got 80%, you get 4 out of 5. If you got 100%, you get 5 out of 5. So practice those, and if you have trouble, let me know. Okay, it's only open till the 22nd. So that's when bonuses go in. So so that's the end of that bonus. We'll have bonus 2 starting up, so it doesn't roll over. Okay. All right. So let us go here, and I will stop sharing this. So we're going to be talking about dynamics, and unfortunately, I talked about this in a recorded video because I wasn't feeling well last week. So dynamics is a study of accelerating objects and the forces acting on those objects. Statics, study of objects that are at rest or at constant velocity. So a static, okay, has a net force of 0, right? Dynamics has net force of greater than 0. So here is a force diagram. Again, vocabulary today. So we have the post-test today. It is open. Remember, if you type in the word free, F-R-E-E, for the question 11, that'll give you a free assignment if you got an 8 out of 10. So make sure that you study before you go so you get those 10 questions right. So this is the force. It's only open for a day. Tomorrow I have to have that information in. So force diagram is a simple sketch that shows the magnitude and direction of the forces acting on the object. All right, direction of the arrow shows the direction of the force. The length of the arrow is proportional to the force. So the longer the arrow, the greater the force. Shorter the arrow, the smaller the force. That's what proportional is. Here's an unbalanced force. Let's see who just came in. Alyssa, good to see you. All right. Here is a balanced force, 100 newtons to the right, 100 newtons to the left. That's a balanced force. So again, arrows in a different direction and the same force on them will be a balanced force. So remember, we subtract these two. All right, balanced forces are opposite in direction and equal in magnitude. So again, when we do this, right, we take an arrow opposite in direction and equal, if I can draw these correctly, equal in magnitude. So I'm pretty close. All right, unbalanced forces look like this, same direction, right? So same direction. So we have 2 of them going in this direction. Or we have one that looks like this, where we have a force that's really long and and much shorter than that's or not equal in magnitude, in the same direction or not equal in magnitude. So these are the ones that are not equal in magnitude. They're not equal to 0. Hey, Isabella, good to see you. Glad you made it in. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So what is the correct answer on this one? The net force, you have 10 newtons of drag going, or air resistance going up, and negative 50 for gravity. So what's the answer going to be in here? Remember, they're opposite in direction, so there is a net force because one is bigger than the other, so you have to subtract those. All right, I got 2, 3 people. I really appreciate it when you get in there, guys, and putting your answers in. Right, I can't tell who's understanding, who's not. So if we can get in there, Juan and Kalani and Caleb, Keegan, I know Maddox, you got it down pat. And some of you guys might want not to put it in, but participation points, and you may not even want the participation points, or you may have a glitch in the computer. I don't know. I do appreciate you guys getting in there. Hey, ZJ, good to see you. George, thank you. Thanks, Jay Don. All right, so negative 40, right? So we have 40, so we take positive 10 and negative 50, positive negative 40. All right, so this one is the static equilibrium. Forces are all balanced. Objects at rest, staying still, not moving. Net force of 0. So what is the net force of this object? Right? So notice that these cancel each other out. Right? So the forces here are balanced. Here they are balanced as well. Yeah, 6 people said 0 at rest. Exactly. So statics, it's something static, it's at rest. Static and we think of static when we hear sound that's going crazy. We don't hear the right volume or it go crackly. Static just means not moving. Everything is, and again, the same, or that's what we call static. Okay, so let's try this. What's the net force of C? Object C. All right, we have 3. Let's say this is friction. And then we have the applied force here. Okay, so remember we have to subtract these. So 5 minus 3. Let me make this a little bit bigger though. 5 minus 3, right? And it's going to be 2, right? Equals 2. But is it going right or left? All right, most of you guys have 2 to the right. 2 to the right. So, and if you can see this, let me kind of get rid of this here. You can see this. The 5 newtons here is pushing to the right, but the force of friction is slowing us down. So our effective net force is 2 to the right. 2 plus, remember, is right. Negative is, okay, so you saw it right, but it's not negative. 5 minus 3. Okay, the last one had a negative answer for the gravity, so that's the down. How about this one? What is the net force on object A? So again, these cancel each other out. So we subtract, let me do this bigger here. We subtract 6 minus 4 minus 2, sorry. 2 equals 4. And you notice that it's going to go in the up direction. So it's going to go up. So most of you guys have that right. It's not right because we're subtracting. These are the force is larger going up than it is down, right? The right and left forces are balancing each other out. All right, so most of you said 4 up, letter C. Okay. Negative 4 would go with down. So that's the messed up question there. All right, what about this object here? Objects are in a state of static. Which objects are in a state of static equilibrium? Is it object A, where it's 4, 4, 2, and 6? Is it object B, where we have 3 newtons of frictional force on the left, pushing to the left, 3 newtons of applied force on the right, 3 newtons up and 3 newtons down? Or is it 3 newtons to the left and 5 newtons to the right? All right, so 3 people got that. 4 people, thanks so much. Thanks, Rainey. Thanks for getting in there. All right, it is letter B. All right, so applying forces, Newton's law of motion is to predict the motion of and calculate the acceleration. Okay, so this is one of the questions you had on the test. If the couch has a mass of 45 kilograms, determine its acceleration. All right, so what we have to do here first is we have to find out what the force is. So we have to do this first. We have to take 20 newtons minus 5, which gives us 15, right? And so what we're going to do here is we're going to take 15 newtons divided by 45 kilograms for our, kilograms. This is our object here. So what is 15 divided by 45, right? Is it 0.33 meters per second to the right, 3 meters per second to the right, 2.2 meters to the second to the right, or 1.8 meters per second to the right? All right, so 15 divided by, remember you have to do, this one has to be 15, and then you hit the divided by sign, and 45, right? Okay, a lot of people put the 45 first and then then divide by 15, but you have to do 15 divided by 45, and most of you guys got it right. It's 0.33 meters per second. But we had to figure out what the net force was, then use that force divided by mass to get the acceleration. Okay. All right, so that's all I have for you today, guys. You have things that you can accomplish today, right? You can, you should be working toward getting the test done, right? So, all right, so if you need more help on the net forces, okay, net forces, if you're not getting good grade, if you're not understanding that, remember, you can see me in the big blue button. We can work on that. If you want to get some practice for bonus points, remember those are coming up next week. Your bonus points will be added up to 50 points added. So that's approximately 2 assignments. So practice the blue kit, they call it. Blue kit in on the Wednesday, week 8 Wednesday, as a practice there. You should be working on W8, the assignment 1, if you're not done with that. Assignment 1 and 2 could be done today. It's due tomorrow. All right, it's due by the end of the day tomorrow, assignment 1 and 2, and then W8 test is due Friday. All right, so we are going to have, this is the last time I'm going to see you before next Monday, unless you come in for some help on wind day tomorrow. Again, like I said, if you need help on the net forces, anything, want to check your grade, let me know, and I'll be in the big blue button. All right, guys, thank you.